Hi, everybody. Welcome to another summer wrap-up edition of Your Business in Digital. Can you believe how fast this summer is going? Oh my God, it's almost over. But the good news is we're going to be back in September with new episodes of Your Business in Digital. We're going to be I'm Debbie Mitchell, and I'm a Emmy-nominated TV producer and video marketing strategist. And I am the founder of Deborah Mitchell Media Associates. I'm the go-to person also on the show for working with businesses to incorporate video storytelling in their digital marketing. So if you're a business owner, this is the show to watch because we provide practical tips and we dive into ways for you to drive revenue and maximize your return on investment. So it's important that you check out our episodes. If you're not following us, I urge you to connect and subscribe with us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. That way you can watch past episodes and get ready for season 5, which is starting in September. So for this particular episode, it's I was asked, I just spoke at an event and one of the people asked me what it takes to put together a video script. And I thought, oh, that's a good question. I do it all the time, but I never really think about it. So today, in 20 minutes, I'm going to give you a quick course on scripting, creating scripts to create captivating video. So I look at script writing, creating a script like baking a cake. You can have, what a cake, the final product is going to be a cake. There are different types of cakes, but you need different ingredients to bake the cake. So that's the same when it goes to a script. There are different types of scripts for the type of script that you're going to write. So when you sit down, when you decide that you want to put together a script, you have to think about a couple of things. Nia, we have a graphic. You need to think about the audience that you're writing to. You need to think about the mood, the feel that you want when you're creating this piece of video, because you are telling a story. So you're trying to create a feel. You need to create a hook to draw people in so that they want to watch the video and keep your content dynamic and interactive. So the first things that you're going to need for this, for your script are the words. Think about what you want to say and how long you want the script to be. A script can be anywhere from a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, to whatever length you want it to be. So you need to really determine how you're going to tell the story. And once you figure out the words that you're going to use, you're going to have to figure out the visuals that go along with the story, because it is visual storytelling. So if you have words and no video, it's not going to work. If you have video and no words, that's not going to work. So you're putting the two together. So I'm going to relate to a project that I just finished working on. And it's a 60-second promo trailer for an event that the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce is doing. So myself and Tamara, we both belong to the chamber, and they have this big event called the Bravado Awards coming up in September. And we were interested, we obviously want people to know about it and we want to sell tickets. So they put together a trailer. So the first thing I had to do was meet with the committee, talk to them about what their vision is for the event, because we want to create a visual picture for the audience to buy tickets, be interested in attending the event, and just create the dynamics of the event. So I sat down with the president and the other committee members, and we figured out the wording of what we wanted the feel in the event to sound and look like. So let's take a look. This is the script that we came up with. Well, I'll tell you, the script went through a couple of different rewrites, but the script came up, this is what we came up with. So there was one original version of the script, which was fine. It had the words, but we needed to put the mood, set the mood. So we decided that we wanted it to feel as though it were a Broadway event, maybe the Tonys, the awards. So we had to pump up and make the words more exciting. So I got to tell you, with a little help from AI, I was able to come up with this final script. So here we have it here. Lights up, excellence, step into the spotlight for the inaugural East Orlando Chamber Bravado Awards. So when you read through it, you're definitely getting a feel for what a picture visually of what the event is going to look like. So your goal as a producer is to bring the visuals to life. So what you're doing is you're going to look at the script that you've written and then figure out the scenes that you're going to need visually to represent the words that are on the page. So we have lights up at excellence, step into the spotlight. I'm imagining spotlights. I'm seeing a red carpet, people walking the red carpet, maybe the paparazzi. We talk about community leaders and heroes who volunteer their time. So we're going to see pictures of people. We're talking about the cast from different performing arts in the Orlando community. So visually, those pictures are already being painted by the words on the page. So your job is to bring those words to life. So there are two ways that you can bring those words to life. You can decide to shoot your own video, which requires a lot more time and a lot more money to do this particular project. Or you can use prepackaged video that already exists. So there's stock footage that you can use. There is footage that you can pay for, or you can find free footage. So you find that video and then you can use that. So there are two types of videos that you have to consider when you're putting a script together. You have your A roll and your B roll. I'm going to tell you, A roll is an interview. That's an interview type where I'm going to throw to an interview in a little while, but that's where someone is talking into the camera. What you're looking at with me now is A roll. So that's me telling you a story into the camera. I'm going to show you an A roll situation right now. I shot an interview with Olympic sprinter Shelly Ann Price Frazier a couple of years ago. So Nia, let's look at that video.
Do it, and I think I was more mental than before, in the sense that I knew, even though I had the leg speed and the strength, it was all mental, getting myself in that zone, and it also not doubting myself. As an athlete, we want to think, oh, we want to win, but I tried to just stay calm and think about the process. What will it take for me to win?
Okay, so that's great. So that is her, Shelly Ann, talking about how she prepares to race and to run. That is A roll. Now, B roll in a script is the visuals that would accompany that storytelling. So as she's talking, and she's talking about preparing and running, the visuals that would accompany that particular story is maybe Olympic footage of her running, video that maybe you shot of her running or a family member shot. So that's considered B-roll coverage video. We call it wallpaper in wallpapering it when we're putting it together. So the thing about wallpapering is that's footage that you need to find, and you have to have clearance to use B-roll. You have to have clearance to use any type of video. The reason I could use that Shelly Ann Price video is because I own it. I shot it. So you also have to think about where your video is coming from. Is it clear? Do you have clearance to use it? Because copyright issues come into place and you can be sued if you do not have clearance to use it. So those are the things that you need to think about. The script, the Orlando script, let's go back to the script, Nia. The script that I put together does not have any A roll. There's no interviews in it. It's only B roll. So you're only going to be seeing video telling the story in this particular script. So those are some of the key things that you need to keep in mind. So Nia, what's the next slide that we have coming up? It's about how you shoot and set up your establishing the shots that you need. So when you're looking for the shots to put into the video, you want different types of shots. You don't want one shot that looks the same. You want to look for a video that has a wide shot, whether you're shooting it or you're getting it from someplace else, a wide shot, a medium shot, a close-up shot. So you have variety during the run of the piece. Having one still shot that's the same just is not interesting. So your job is to make it create great graphics in it. You'll put in Like I said, music is also something that you need to get clearance for. So just be careful of that. Look for royalty-free music and video whenever you're putting something together, that especially if you're going to put it out in the public on social media, online. So these are the different types of shots that you can use in the video. Nia, what's the next graphic that we have? Okay, so this is this one. This is what the script that we just looked at looks like when you're giving it to your editor, because it serves as a roadmap for your editor to know what you want, where you want in the script. So if you look, the same lines are in the script, but I've just told the editor what's going to be where in the layout. You have the narration. Someone will track that it says lights up on excellence. So that'll be your voiceover track. Someone will say that. Then you'll have natural sound, which you will hear whether it's cameras flashing or music playing. And then you have another track, which is again from the script, where you are stepping into the spotlight, the inaugural East Orlando Chamber Bravado Awards. So all of this this serves as a layout for your editor. Let's go down to the next. Yes. So if you are planning to shoot the video yourself as opposed to using pre-packaged video, these are some of the things that you need to consider when you're planning your shoot. You need to consider the lighting and the sound. Very important. We have a checklist of things that you need to make sure that you have so that you get the right lighting and sound. So use natural light wherever possible. But if you need to, make sure that you have artificial lighting, lamps, spotlights. Get an idea of what your space is going to look like where you're going to be shooting, so that you make sure that you bring enough lights. If you're shooting in a room, go and do a room check beforehand so that you'll know, okay, you maybe need 3 or 4 lights in the front, 4 or 5 lights in the back, but you also should do, it's called a check, a pre-check. So just so that you're not surprised by the space when you get there. Audio is very important. I always tell you that people will put up with bad video, but not bad audio. So make sure you have the proper audio, whether it's you have a boom mic, which will capture the sound in the room, or if you need something that is more to capture individuals' audio, you can have a lavalier mic that you clip to someone's outfit so that you're getting the mic, the sound directly into the microphone. So those are the things those are some of the starter things that you need. So this is if you're deciding that you want to shoot this B-roll yourself. Like I said, it takes a lot of planning, strategy, and execution to shoot the video, as opposed to getting it prepackaged or buying stock. They call it stock video. So definitely plan for the time to shoot it. If you're going to put something together yourself, a budget is involved. You're most likely going to have to, you either can pay a crew to shoot it, or you can shoot it for yourself by yourself, but you either need to have the equipment, or you're going to have to rent the equipment. So like I said, it's a bigger budget and more time for you to shoot the video yourself. Getting prepackaged video, there's a plus side to it. Like I said, it saves time and it is cost effective. Here we go back to the audio. These are some of the other little audio tricks or things that you should consider. Minimize the background noise when you're shooting. Consider using a lavalier mic, as I told you, for interviews, especially if you're shooting the A roll. If you're sitting with someone to interview them, make sure that they're mic'd up, because that mic gives a clearer sound that goes right into the camera. So that's when you're shooting A roll and B roll. It depends on the situation. So next, still plan your video shot list. This is great. So the planning of the shot list, there's a lot of planning when you're shooting your own video. Plan your video shot list. Look at the script. And if you remember our script, it starts with lights up and excellence. Break down the script into scenes. That way you're able to videotape it in chunks. And it's just more organized. One of the key things to creating a script is to really be organized. Break it down, what you want to say, break it down, what you want it to look like, and then break it down again, how you're going to shoot it. So again, being organized. And once you shot the video, making sure that you keep it stored away, you know what you shot. And this is the tedious part of it. Logging the video comes in, because you need to remember what you shot. So once you shoot the video, you sit down, look at it, write down the time code of where you can find a particular shot, something that you shot that you really like. Write down where it is on the tape, write down what the scene is, and then you can go back to that logged information and use it to fill in the gaps in your script. So it does take a little while to shoot video, I'm not gonna lie. Shoot and put it together. I've been doing it for so long that it's just kind of a habit. So as I'm shooting, I'm writing in my head, which comes after you do something for a very long time. It's just second nature. But it's really better to, if you can, sit down, write out what you want, and then make a plan and go out and shoot. So I want to show you all what the final video trailer looked like. It was only almost a minute long, but let's take a look at the Bravado Awards trailer, and you can see how I went from the beginning of writing the script, developing the script, finding the video for it, and then sending it to the editor with my notes. And this is what she came up with. Let's take a look.
Lights up on excellence. Step into the spotlight for the inaugural East Orlando Chamber Bravado Awards. This red carpet affair celebrates the leading players of our community, outstanding chamber members, shining stars in community leadership, and the heroes who volunteer their time. Mingle with the cast of Orlando's local performing arts groups during a pre-show cocktail hour featuring music, delicious bites, and bubbly beverages. For the grand finale, a special VIP dessert reception to cap off an unforgettable night. Don't miss your chance to give a standing ovation to the individuals who make Greater Orlando a vibrant stage.
Okay. So that was a minute of video, and it took a little while to put together. So it's kind of amazing how much time it takes to put together just a few seconds or a few minutes of video. But that's the final product, and we're using that trailer to advertise the upcoming Bravado Awards, which is going to be in September here in Orlando. So yes, if you're in town, please buy tickets and come in to the awards, because it's going to be a lot of fun. So again, like I said, there are different types of script writing. There's script writing for news pieces. There's script writings for movies. There's script writing for TV commercials. There are writing, script writing for so many different scripts, and every script requires something different. Just a little something that you can pay attention to. When you watch a news piece, you will notice that there's almost never any music in a news piece, because music, I know for CBS, we used to have rules that said you can't use music because it evokes emotion, and you don't want to in any way influence the piece. You just want the piece and the story to speak for itself. So whoever you're interviewing, their story, their narrative will carry the video and the story. In news, you also do not tell people what to do. You cover the story. As far as telling people what to do, you don't tell them walk down the street. You catch them in the moment of what they're doing. You're covering the story. So there are little tricks and tips to writing different scripts. I hope that this was helpful. Please reach out to me with any other questions. I'm Debbie Mitchell of Deborah Mitchell Media Associates, and tune in for the season 5 of Your Business in Digital in September. Follow and subscribe to us and with us, and watch our past episodes, and I'll see you in September.